in terms of social media being a downside, I think it's absolutely the case that there's been many campaigns in recent months or the last 12 months that have fired up, got a lot of attention, and then have fizzled out. And the sad thing about this is that supporters then go, what was the point of me doing that? What was the point of me liking that Facebook post or retweeting that tweet? And the longer term attitude effect of this, I believe, is that it will turn people off to engage in these issues. It will make people desensitized, if you like. It will make them think, oh, okay, yep, I'll share that, I'll retweet that. The challenge for NGOs in this information age climate is to try and engage with supporters and potential supporters out there and ensure actually a breadth of engagement. And that's what public engagement should try to do. It's to actually sustain a deep understanding of these issues. So you might use a cool clip, a tweet, a social media campaign as a first point of campaign and engagement, and building a base level of understanding amongst supporters, but then it's important to go beyond that. One thing we did last year, there was a panel of world-class experts that said in relation to polio that in order to finish polio for good and knock out the last case, one thing that needed to happen was for a funding gap, almost $1 billion, to be funded by world governments and world leaders. And it recommended that the only way this was to happen was for one of the world's largest public health campaigns and public relations to take place to mobilize the public around this. And so at Global Poverty Project, what we did is we got together and we started with a social media campaign. We sent out a YouTube video to our supporters. We had thousands of people click through. But then what we did with those supporters is we engaged them in a petition, and we got them signing petitions to world leaders calling for the end of polio. But then we took that a step further. We then had them write in targeted emails to their local member of parliament as constituencies calling for action. And then the final thing we did is we invited them to take part in a concert in Perth around the lead up to the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting. We staged this concert, but to come along, it wasn't just a case of coming along and having fun and wearing a wristband and saying, yes, I support the end of polio. To get a ticket, you had to actually do things to show that you deserved to come along. And to go into the draw, you did things like share the petition on Facebook. If you sent it to your local MP and asked them to support this issue, that then raised your chances of getting a ticket. If you shared this to 10 people, it increased your chances. So we kind of took these people on a journey, and over time we created, probably around 4,000 people in Perth who are passionate about the issue of polio and actually had quite a significant level of interest. Even today I walk around Perth and they'll say, oh, you're the guy who ran the End of Polio campaign. I remember hearing about that. We had someone talk to us, and then I found out and got more interested, came to the concert, and isn't it great? We've almost eradicated this disease, but our government has to do more. And to me, I'm like, well, that was a good campaign. It engaged with people and got them involved, and also led to a crucial outcome. These people writing to the local MPs, engaging with their local governments, ultimately led to the Prime Minister announcing a significant increase for polio eradication efforts. And I think that shows the power that public relations campaigns, in terms of not-for-profit sector, when they have substance behind them and a good cause and build that level of understanding, can really shift people towards tangible actions that make a difference for the lives of people around the world.